We're getting ready to cook this pepper steak, guys. Just a few of the ingredients that we're gonna be using for this bad boy. What I like to do is soak the steak inside of regular water. Another thing I like to do is add some lemon into this, right? The purpose for that is cleaning purposes and flavor. So you want to squeeze that lemon juice in there, guys. It doesn't matter how you do it. All it's about is just squeezing some juice in there and you're good to go, right? So now that we got that, let's move on to the next step. In this next step, you just grab the steak, mix it in with the regular water that's there. Now, what we're actually doing is we're basically cleaning it and kind of prepping everything up for seasoning. A lot of people, when they do this, they just take the steak out and just throw it in the pan, and they don't know how to prep anything. As you can see, you have the steak there mixed with lemon. Regular water is getting out a lot of mess to kind of prepare it, right? Let's move on now to adding in some peppers and other things now. Now, what I choose to do is I just drain out all of the juices because I want that lemon flavor to still be in there, right? And pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna just season this up because when you cook it, everything is gonna be right. So what I wanna do now is, cut up some peppers and whatnot. This is what we wanna do because it's very important to add flavor and whatnot to this masterpiece, because pepper steak, and the way I do it when I make my sandwiches, it's always good because this ingredient goes a long way. A lot of people really don't add none of these things, and you have to add this stuff in, guys. You have to add this stuff in. A lot of times people, they get rid of all the seeds, they get rid of all of this stuff. This is all a part of the experience. So you want to basically just chop up all of this stuff together, as thin as you can, as thin as you can. And for video purposes sake, I'll kind of just fast forward everything and then you'll see how everything is done. As you can see, that is the peppers pretty much chopped up. Again, one of my favorite things, lemon. I put lemon on this bad boy like that. Don't ask me why, but this is what I do. And it works. The next step you want to do is you want to add these peppers into the steak, right? So you just pretty much just use your hand, add them in. Don't be afraid, it's not going to bite, right? You add that all in there, nice and good. Boom, boom, boom. And then what you want to do is pretty much just work this stuff in and allow it to just sit there and marinate, because those peppers, it's adding color, it's adding taste and everything else to the steak. A lot of times people don't even do these particular steps. They just kind of just throw the steak in a pot and just leave it there. The purpose for these peppers is to add flavor. It adds flavor. It just makes everything right. I should have used a larger bowl for this, but I wanted something where you could see it on the camera close up. But just leave this like this. And now what we want to do is we want to cut up these onions and get them prepared. Okay, guys, so I added a new container so that everything can fit. Larger container. What I'm going to do now is chop up some onions and put these bad boys in there as well. So we're going to add that in now. So now we add in the onions now, guys. So we pour them bad boys in there once again, liberally. Onions is your best friend. You mix all of this stuff in. Boom, boom, boom. Do what we gotta do. And right now the magic is beginning already, guys. Right now the magic is beginning. This is just perfect. This is art. This right here is art, guys. Absolute beauty right here. See, when you preparing this particular dish, you got to take care of it. You know, you got to show you care. And the way I prep this thing is why it tastes good, right? I didn't even add no seasoning, but it's already smelling real good because I'm taking care of business, guys. So hopefully you can see all the details and what we got going on here, guys. Everything is prepped, nice and good. All right, guys, I already added my secret recipe. You're probably like, how come you ain't show us? Well, you know, it's a secret family recipe, guys. So, you know, I have to keep that a secret. But everything is seasoned up, you know, just like mom did it when she was here. You know, R.I.P. mom. But I got everything good. If you only know how this smells. This thing smells absolutely delicious, guys. Absolutely delicious. I hope it looks as good on camera. You know, I don't even know. But as you can see, you know, everything is marinating nice. You know, you have to treat this steak, guys, like it's a woman. You know, you got to marinate everything. Got to season her up. You know, feel her up a little bit, flip it over, rub everything in, you know. And that's what make everything nice, man. So right now, everything is looking good, you know. Everything is looking nice. I don't know if you can get a close-up on that, but everything is looking right, the way it's supposed to be. All right, so boom. We're gonna go get the pot ready and make everything nice, right? All right. So now we have the pot on the stove, warming up the oil. We're about to add everything in and start to cook. So let me go add a little bit in so that we can start getting this show popping, right? So we add everything into the pot now. Everything is good. Just leave that there, let it cook and do its thing. Now as this thing cooks, it's gonna stew and then it's gonna begin to fry. That is how you want to do this when you're cooking pepper steak. You do not want to just start frying it. You want it to cook so it can stew, and then it'll gradually start to fry. Now, what you want to do is just leave this like this. You don't want to put a cover on it, because if you put a cover, it's going to stew too much. It's going to develop a lot of water and it's going to mess up everything. So you want to leave it like that and just let it stew and do its thing, and then eventually we can put the cover to give it more steam, and then we take the cover off and everything will start rocking and rolling. So we're still cooking things up, guys. Everything is looking good. We're gonna go stir it a little bit now and see what we got. Let's flip this around this way. Stir this thing. Boom, boom, boom. You know. Everything is cooking nicely. Nice aroma. Everything is good. So now we're gonna let it continue to fry. It's stewed enough. And then I'm gonna add in another secret sauce. I'm gonna add in a secret sauce, and I'm gonna add on the cover, let it stew, get that steam, which allows all the seasoning and everything to go inside. So that's what we would want, right? So you see how the pot, everything looked good, everything is clean, you know? We put on that light so you can see it even better, you know? But let's get it. So right now I turn up the stove flame so it can fry more. And also, guys, when you're doing this, always make sure that the place is clean. You know, if something spilled, clean it up immediately. One thing my mother didn't play with was the kitchen. The kitchen had to be tidy at all times. Didn't play that mess. You know, the countertop have to be clean, everything clean. Put whatever belongs in the trash when you're handling food, right? Okay, so this thing is frying down nice and neat. So we're gonna continue to make this fry. Always keep turning it over. You want to make sure everything is cooking evenly. You know? Hold up, RINGOTV cooking? What? What do you mean? How in the world are you gonna be a man and you don't know how to cook? That's crazy. My mother was a Panamanian lady. You know, she passed away. You know, R.I.P. Mom. My madre was the best, man. And that's who I learned how to cook from. You know, all Panamanians know how to cook. All Caribbean people from different parts of the world know how to cook. My wife is Guyanese. She know how to cook. You know. All right, so this thing is cooking up real nice, man. Real nice. Smell real good too. Can't wait for this to done. You see how that look up close and personal? Look at that, man. Come on, man. What are you talking about, man? I know what I'm doing, man. This thing is ready for prime time. Prime time news with this pepper steak here, man. And there's different kind of steaks you can use. You can use all different kind of steak. It all depends on which kind you like. You know, you just get the steak, you chop it up. There's all different kinds you can use, and it all depends on your personal preference. All the steaks can work, but I like buying the good ones. I don't really want to name any names because You know, it's all about your preference, right? But notice all the onions, everything is inside. You fry up inside, all the juices, all the seasonings, everything is inside. And it's just perfect. Imagine this video go viral. That'd be crazy. A simple video of me cooking some pepper steak. Yo, that'd be wild, man. Because I watch these kind of videos, you know. When people make these kind of videos, I'm always watching. Don't that look good? Let's go. So now, guys, as you can see, this is looking very, very good. Very, very good. All right. Now I'm gonna add the cover on it because I want it to really marinate and be nice. Because it's fried in, got a nice edge to it. And this is just perfect. You know? Maybe one day you can try some RINGOTV pepper steak. Put the cover on. Boom. And you leave it like this. Boom. And you let it sit there. Now what you want to do is you want to lower down the flame. Lower it down. And leave it like that. And let it just sit there and do its thing. And you come back soon. So guys, everything is pretty much done now. I already turned off the stove. Everything is good. This is ready. 100% complete. %100% completed, guys. And I'm telling you, this right here is slamming. So guys, thanks for tuning in. You know, everything is completed. It's done. So now I'm gonna go get the bread, some nice Italian bread, and pretty much toast that. And you have pepper steak with Italian bread. Boom. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, subscribe for more content. Catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.